Hello everybody, my name is Quack, and this is a sort of different video. This is part 3, I guess, of not really a series, I guess, but I wanted to take this take the time out to make this video and kind of explain, where I got the idea of Fizz the Fox, and just where, I plan to go with, Fizz the Fox in the future. Because obviously there's a lot of potential here, I guess, and I have a lot of stuff to go. So I wanted to just kind of make this video to kind of tell you guys about the history of the game. So we'll start with, I started with the idea in very early of 2020, and basically what I had to do was, here's what I wanted to do, is I wanted to make a game that was, kind of felt like a Sonic game, because I really like the Sonic the Hedgehog series. I think it's a really cool, neat thing. That kind of explains why he goes faster than, oh, and we're in here. But, I kind of wanted to make something kind of similar to that. So, what I did was, I went and I made something that was similar to it. But before I actually made my own, creation, I guess, it was called Sonic World Tour. And basically what it was is more like an experiment. I didn't think it would really materialize into anything. It was more me testing out, learning the game. But that's, the first kind of stage that it went through. Was to be a classic Sonic 3D platformer. The game was going to have Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and Mighty in it. It didn't get too far in development when it was scrapped. The first level wasn't really even completed. So after that happened, I kind of changed up and thought, okay, maybe I need to make my own characters, maybe I need to, show people what I can do with the whole Dreams, the whole Dreams platform. So I originally was going to make this game called Popper and Friends, or Cream Cafe. I was still kind of balancing between the names. But basically what it was is, on the surface it planned to be a more, I guess, lighthearted game where you run around as a Cuphead, I guess, or Cuphead type character. He's like Pop, I think his name was Popper or something. And he would run around and serve burgers, fries, because he worked in a restaurant. He was like the mascot. But then I decided that after that kind of happened, I got to this stage. But before that was scrapped, I had the idea of, I laid out levels and how many levels were going to be in the game. After the first level of serving burgers and fries, the game would suddenly glitch or corrupt, and basically the game would become more of a 3D platformer instead of just serving burgers and fries. But then I guess I never got past the design stage, so it kind of didn't materialize in the Dreams platform. It was more of just an idea than really ever becoming something bigger. But after that, I kind of took a step back, and I thought, okay, we need to try something different. We need to try to do something new. And I was like, okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I got in a new Dreams model, or I got a new Dreams, I guess a new scene, and I started designing a level similar to Musty Mountains, which is where the original idea, which is where Musty Mountains came from, is that original level. It didn't have a name, but it was going to be called, the game was going to be called Charge the Chicken and Yeth, which it was more of a joke game. It was a platformer about animal creatures, really crazy looking animal creatures. And if you ever heard of the character Yeth, he's this giant, or he's this ball with boots, but he's a rabbit, so he has ears. He's from a Sonic 1 ROM hack. I just thought he was a really funny character, so I was gonna add him into the game originally. He didn't really ever, he played well, that game played well, but it wasn't balanced enough, and I felt like I could have done a better job of polishedness, I guess, to the game, because there wasn't a lot to do yet. They weren't balanced. Their idle animations weren't great. I know Fizz doesn't have an idle animation yet, but we'll get there. But the reason that game never like fully came to be a full thing is because I didn't think it had the potential to become something big like that, because the models weren't great, the idle animations weren't good. It just lacked a lot of polishedness that I kind of felt like it wouldn't move on if I kept in the same some kind of, I guess, vibe, I guess, if that's the right word, is to kind of keep it. I didn't feel like it was the right kind of design. Like, sure, that's where it kind of, Fizz the Fox kind of came from, but they were a lot smaller. They were heavily based on the smaller Link Sliding Deluxe puppets, instead of like the proportions that I gave Fizz and Burst. So I scrapped that, and from there, that's where I think Fizz the Fox's entire creation kind of came from, is that original build of, I like to think of it as an original build of Fizz the Fox. Just it's different in many ways, but it's also really similar. And then I started up a new scene, and I just started placing in random Sonic models, because at the time I was looking at the Sonic Project Hero demo, and I was thinking, okay, that's a really cool idea. What if I tried to make a 3D platformer? I said, okay, well, it may not be laid out right to me at the beginning, but I think if I put enough work into it, I think I can make this a big thing. Now, obviously, Fizz the Fox is still really, really early in development, but I do have some good news, and it's that when I get around to completing the first level, I'll send out, or might send out, I guess. I'm not for sure on this yet, but I could possibly send out a demo of the game with one level, because I don't know how fast it will go, but if we can get it all together and I can get it done fast with a decent amount of polish, then I'll definitely get around to that. But I think that's kind of it for this video. I know this was shorter, only barely getting around to 8 minutes. But if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you'll be alerted when new videos come out. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, or I guess I'll see you next time. Goodbye!